What's up, YouTube friends? Now, if you're a messy cook like I am, and you're constantly reaching for the kitchen towel to wipe off your hands, you're also probably losing it. Now, that's one of many of Mother's pet peeves with me, is that I use 3 or 4 dish towels when I'm cooking and I dirty them all up. Now, the reason why I sometimes grab 2, 3, even 4 dish towels is because I always put them down somewhere and I lose them. Of course, they're still in the kitchen and I could look for them, but I'm busy cooking. I have no time for that. So today, I'm going to show you how to make this kitchen towel scarf. It goes around your neck and you'll always have a place to wipe your hands and you won't be losing those dish towels. And maybe keeping Mother happy, if that's even possible. I'll show you how fast and easy it is to whip these up. They make great gifts for Christmas, Thanksgiving, or even just as a hostess gift. Stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. So the things you're going to need to make this scarf towel are 1 kitchen towel. Now I took this one from Mother's drawer, don't tell her. And this one measures 14 inches by 22 inches. And you're also going to need a piece of fabric of your choice. Now I'm doing Thanksgiving today. Ideally you do want a directionless print. So that means whatever way your fabric goes, you can still see the print. Now this one is a directional print, but I'm not worried about it. Now this measures 9 inches wide by the width on the bolt. So that'll be about 42 to 40 inches depending. This print had about an inch wide selvage edge that was white, so I just cut that off. So this is about 40 inches. And then I just kept the selvage edge on this edge because we're going to fold it over anyway. I'll also be using my sewing machine with matching thread, my iron and ironing board, and I think that's it. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my smaller edges here, the 9-inch side, and I'm going to fold that over about a 1/2 inch. You can just eyeball it and give it a press. And I'm going to do that to both sides. Next, with the right side facing up, I'm going to fold it in half the long way, matching my raw edges up, and then I'm just going to give this a press also. And just to make sure nothing moves, I'm going to go ahead and just throw a clip right here. Next, I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine, and with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I'm going to start right here and I'm going to backstitch, and I'm going to sew all the way down the long side here with both of our raw edges and backstitch at the end. Alright guys, so I'm over here at the sewing machine. Today I'll be using a straight stitch. My length is a 2.5, and I'll also be using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to backstitch at the beginning. And just keep sewing. I'm coming up to my edge, and don't forget to backstitch. So now I'm just going to turn this right side out. If you have smaller hands, you could probably get it in there, but it's really easy just to stuff it all through. Once I have it turned right sides out, I'm just going to come along the edge here, make sure that my seam is laying nice and flat, and then give it a good press. Next, I'm going to just set this off to the side for a minute and grab my towel. This has a little snag on it. I'm just going to clip off there. So now I'm just going to take my towel, like I said, it's 22 inches wide, and I'm just going to cut it in half, so 11 inches on both sides. So just like that. And now I'm going to fold this into thirds. So something like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this tag anyway, so it doesn't bother me. And I'm going to do that to both pieces of my towel. So next we're going to want to stuff the raw edge of our towel into our tube or our little scarf. So to do that, you might have to pleat it a little bit. So I'm just going to do something like that. And stick it into my scarf, about a ½ inch or so. And you want it to go across the length, the whole length of our scarf. So I have mine about, it's about a fat ½ inch. And then just pin it. So I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. So here's all I'm doing for like the pleat. Just like that. Okay. And then just pin. So now I'm just going to take this back over to my sewing machine, and about 1/8 to even 1/4 inch away from our fold, I'm going to sew with the straight stitch, making sure you backstitch at the beginning and the end. You could also do a zigzag stitch if you want to, or any of those other decorative stitches. Now this is a lot of fabric, so it's probably going to be pretty clunky, so I'm not quite sure how those decorative stitches will turn out that way. So I'm just going to do a straight stitch. So now you just want to trim your thread tails. And just like that, you're all finished. And if you're like me and lose all the towels when you're cooking, you'll have one at your fingertips at all times. I hope you give this quick and easy project a try. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit that big red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, or would just like to leave a suggestion for a future upcoming video, leave me a comment. If you'd like to support this channel, check out my Etsy link down below and see what I'm selling over there. You can also follow me on all the other social medias I have linked down below also. So as always, thanks for watching, happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.